Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Jordesy, and this is Minecraft, where the builds don't matter and the points don't even exist. Okay, maybe they exist a little bit, but as you can see, I've done a little bit with the volcano. I was experimenting, trying to get something going. It was tough. It was really tough. Trying to use deep slate, trying to use stone, cobble. A lot of conflicting brightnesses for the base tone of the mountain. Blackstone might not have been the smartest choice because the only tones that match it nicely for what I want to go through is obsidian and blocks of coal. Maybe black concrete, but that's a very flat block. But let me just show you what I've done really quickly. So these are crying obsidian veins going up the base of the mountain. I think that they look really cool. They add a lot of texture and depth to the build, and also a deep slate rim around the top, which I'm going to make taller to make it more conical at the very top. I'm just very excited to keep going. Next episode, we're going to do a large scale montage of putting all the veins around the base of the mountain, growing it, and even getting some grass over here that I neglected to grow. So, very excited to show you that. And that being said, let's jump into today's episode where we have a little bit of stuff going on. Let's go talk to Cody for a little bit. Alright, so Cody was AFK at his base, so I thought that this was a perfect opportunity to pay him back. He's given me a bunch of packed ice, which I need for future water flows, and all he wants is some dripstone source blocks. So I'm going to deliver that in a fun way, but it requires wool. So we were over at the community area, and I'm just putting down some sheep that I'm going to AFK at for a little bit. Cody AFKs a lot, so I have a lot of time to work with here. Basically, I just need some pink, black, and white wool because we're going to deliver his payment in an unusual fashion. I think it's going to be fun. Hopefully, maybe it'll turn out a little better than the chicken surprise. So if anybody hasn't built a sheep farm, it's super easy. All you have to do is put an observer looking at the grass block that they eat. It'll detect the change, which fires to the solid block that I'm going to put on the back of these, and a piece of redstone dust going up into a dispenser with some shears inside. And that's literally it. You just put a bunch of shears in. You have to refill the shears eventually. You can make them unbreaking, but a full dispenser of shears is going to get you more wool than you might possibly ever need. So the only other thing after this is you just have to have a collection system, which we're going to build under this once I get the redstone hooked up and fill it in just a little bit. I mean, it's a community area. It's got to look a little bit nice. However, I'm not making an off switch. So yeah, we're going to put this sheep back in here just for rounding out everything. I think this is also going to be my black sheep. There you go, little guy. Get in there. Good. All right, now all we have to do is put a hopper, a rail, and a minecart with a hopper above it, because a minecart hopper will suck things through dirt. Without the rail, that will not work though, so you have to keep the rail there. See? Wool. So we just hook up the other ones nice and quick like, and then we will be finished with this, and then we can AFK and get our wool. I hope it's not going to take a while. I really don't have all day for this. Who am I kidding? Yes, I do. This is going to be worth it. So let's just get these final two in. Hopper, rail, minecart hopper. There we go. Fill in the base again. And, oh, we got to make some room. There we go. So let's get our barrel down. That was dirt. Never mind. There we go. Barrel, hopper, rail, and minecart. And we're done. So we finished our AFK. We're over at Cody's base. We can see he is definitely AFK. So we are speeding through this one because, builds are better in a montage, I think. we're building a pig. We're going to dispense the dripstone blocks with the pig. This redstone does is push a piston observer up into place to fire a dispenser, and everything just falls right out of it. And it's going to be fun because it's coming out of his butt. And while we're waiting for Cody, or Trasva, whatever you want to call him, gets back, I need a ton of obsidian, so I thought it'd be fun to have a little visualization of taking down an entire end tower. And let me tell you, this is one of the dullest things I've ever done. Even with the Haze 2 beacon, this took 2 hours maybe to do. I mean, granted, it was a large tower, but still. I've definitely mined for 2 hours before, even more so than that. But something about the slowness of obsidian just made this one even more brutal. I'm sure I could have tackled it a little better instead of using rockets to fly back up to the top each time, but I just wanted to go top to bottom to see how that would look. The other way would have looked good too, but I like this. It's kind of just, trimming down. But yeah, seriously, there's gotta be better ways to get obsidian. I know that there are obsidian generators, but you still have to mine it. If I guess I should have talked to the Rupert. He's got a piglin trading farm, and I know that they give up obsidian, but the amount of obsidian I need, I don't think I can afford that. He would have charged me a lot for the amount that I need for this mountain. Because not only do we have to do the outside, we have to do the inside too. So all that dirt that's inside of the mountain, that's got to go. And what's that going to be replaced with? Blackstone, obsidian, veins, stuff like that. The interior's got to match. So, yay, the tower's done. We can go find Cody now once he gets back online. I always have trouble finding your Oh, that's a wall.
What wall?
I have trouble finding your nether portal turn.
Shouldn't be that hard. It's the first one on the right.
Alright, where are you?
Coming up now. It takes me a minute to get up there.
Are you digging out a whole thing?
Just the perimeter, and then I'm gonna TNT it.
Oh, okay, so you're just getting a wide berth.
Yeah. What is...
It's
I'm
payment.
sorry. A pig.
Yeah. Well, you like him? He got all muddy trying to get here.
I'm very confused, Jordan.
What? It's a muddy pig. I sent him to deliver your payment.
Oh no. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Eh.
Or she would do that when they have a full inventory.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So he's just pooping.
He's pooping.
We really need to work on your redstone. Whoops.
I wanted to run this elsewhere, but I was so lazy.
I mean, this redstone doesn't look bad. Was that everything in here? So what, you just got lazy in the middle of building the pit? Oh, shh!
Oh my god.
Jordan, you didn't light this up.
I put a torch in there. Oh, the legs are hollow. How did he even spawn in there? Also, do you know how difficult it was to build this on your bottom slabbed roof?
You could have used a full slab for the feet.
Well, maybe. Here, I also got you another present.
Ooh.
I had an extra one.
What do you think of that ice farm?
It looks intense. Show me it really quick.
Sure. So first and foremost, ice melts at light levels 12 or above from a block.
Right, that's why I needed packed ice for my water streams.
Right. Well, and that's where these soul lanterns come into play. Is they are light level of 10, so they don't. Where are you?
I'm looking.
Oh, there you go. So they don't melt the ice, but they also make sure that the area around here doesn't get too bright. So
Right.
I've got this little forced button here to, if it, whatever would happen and this gets locked up for whatever reason, I can forcibly trigger all the pistons. And then I just have right under here a 5-minute hopper clock that runs, and then it's got a monostable circuit to trigger first the pistons here to push the ice up,
Right.
and then it pushes it over, and then it builds up the first entire vertical layer, and then it just starts building each vertical layer after that. So I get roughly 27 stacks of ice out of one of these.
Do you have to manually break it yourself?
Yeah, I have to use a silk touch pickaxe.
Right, right.
It's the only downside to building it as big as I am, is it does require that. I could probably set it up with a TNT duper if I really wanted to. But this at least enables me to be able to get ice basically while AFK or while working on this monstrosity of a project.
Yeah, getting all that that piston floor done must have been tedious.
Oh, oh, for the floor? Yeah, the floor wasn't too bad. If you come over here, let's see, which one of these is my cobblestone? There it is. So if we go over here, hang on.
Ah,
So it's just some pillared redstone torches.
you
So
like to use target blocks, don't you?
well, the target blocks are perfect because look, the redstone signal goes directly into them.
Hmm.
Whereas otherwise, you'd have to have another set of torches or something like that to have the signal go into it, or use
Oh.
repeaters.
Yeah,
Whereas,
with my chicken thing, I used repeaters, and it was a second layer of torches. So
right,
that's smart.
so this saves that, and this is what I use for like my item clocks too, because instead of having like that 3 wide redstone that you usually have to have, because you have to have the redstone signal go into a block adjacent to the dropper. This enables you to have the redstone against the comparator and against the dropper at the same time to do the clock.
Oh,
So right above this is another layer of torches as well to get the middle layer. And then
right.
these just power the actual blocks right here. So everything's all tied together.
This is cool,
And
dude.
then there's just a 4 second between the 3 different piston movements. There's just a 4 tick difference. And obviously, it gets a little bit longer the further this goes, just because repeaters, you have to redo the signal.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't want to use
Oh, I see
torches.
it. So you have another line of target up here.
Yeah, so those are for the down pistons to push them or to trigger the up.
Right.
But this does that whole thing again of being able to put blocks in a place where you need them, because ice now requires clear air above them.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, so it's not like in the old days where you could just, or I could have just taken this, and had the floor and then just had to push up every time. And
Right.
then just had a water block source in here, and then I could have gotten a nice cube. I have to keep this consistently clear, and then under here obviously is a water source, or it's all water sources that are recessed. So when this line here goes up, it automatically becomes another infinite water source.
Now, how fast does it freeze?
It varies. That's why I put the 5-minute timer on there. It seemed like I could get a number of blocks. It's one of those random tick speed things, kind of like
Oh, so you just kind of aim
crops
for the
and stuff.
maximum.
Yeah. Now, and because I have non pistons, or I have non water blocks next to it, it forces it to actually make ice quicker. So like, as you can see, there's already 2 more ice blocks right there.
Very
Um,
cool.
but otherwise, you got to do hinky stuff like Il Mango demonstrated, where you've got to have like an armor stand that has water walking. Basically, you put on a flying machine, have it run across your water, and then it builds frozen blocks for the additional ice to build by. So
Oh, that's clever.
yeah, so unfortunately, in terms of the render distance, it's not as close as I thought to my AFK for my mob farm. But if I hide inside the house, um, it does run. So obviously, once I get this industrial area finally dug out and completed, I'll be able to
Oh my
AFK
goodness.
here. Oh yeah, no, yeah. So when I first started this, because I didn't have good diamond tools, I just did the.
Did you just...
We're not going to talk about it.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. This is your... You've been here.
It happens from time to time.
Oh, I see what you hit. As I hit the
I
same exact
smacked the
thing.
ground. Yeah. I smacked. I said hello to the ground.
Oh yeah, you're going all the way down to bedrock here.
So this particular spot here, I did with cobble just so I could like get an idea of how deep things went around here. Good thing I came down here because my sword was down here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is a rather large undertaking.
I can see. It's going to take me 3 rockets just to get out of here.
From down all the way down there, it takes about 4, I think.
For power 3 rockets.
Oh.
I like the big boys.
Yeah, they make sense when you're going certain distances, but I just don't.
Yeah, I probably should just make a bunch of 1s, but meh.
And then this is just a simple little dual honey farm. It does it toggles between doing bottles and honeycomb.
Very cool.
Well, thank you for the interesting form of payment.
I thought I'd make it fun. His name is Harold. You're not required to keep him.
I will probably keep Harold for a little bit. But then I'll probably eventually take him down because he's going to be a lightning hazard because this area likes to
Oh yeah.
be zappy zappy.
Oh yeah. I should have put some mud on his head, but that's okay. He trudged a long way. All right. That's all the time we have for this episode. I had a lot of fun doing this one, especially had a lot of fun making Harold. I asked him to say bye, but he's a pig. He can't say bye. I'm sure he means well, but he can't talk. It's pig things. That being said, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate the subscribes. Please keep it up. It's really cool to see this grow. I can't wait for the next episode where we do a lot of stuff to this mountain. Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. We're going to have a lot of fun. All right. Bye, everybody.